Hello everyone, my name is Jeremy and I'm a software developer here at Leading Edge Industrial, and today I'm going to be introducing our lead controller software. It's something that we've been working on for a long time and it'll be released here soon. So let's get started. Alright, so with the introduction of our lead controller, first I want to start off by saying that our program is meant to be very user-friendly and very intuitive. Some of the features that I would like to discuss that are benefits as to maybe why you should use our controller over other software is we have a place where you can store tool settings, your work offsets. You can also run a program from a specific line. And we also have a couple of features to help you troubleshoot when you run into issues with your G code or your machining. So to start off, the file size of our software is only 4.5 megabytes, which is relatively small, and it's literally half of the memory used by Universal G Code Center. And most of that file is in the user manual, which is something I want to point out first on the controller itself. So if you go under Help, click on User Manual, it'll open up a PDF file which contains instructions on how to use all the functions and features of our software. Additionally, you can go over here on the left hand side for the index, go to the G codes, and this has a list of all the G codes and their definitions of explaining exactly what each code means and what it does for the machine. We also have the M codes, and down at the very bottom we have definitions for errors that you receive from GRBL. Additionally, we have our settings for the machine that we send out from our factory to your location. We have all the default settings within our user manual, so if for some reason one of these gets changed and you can't remember what it should be, you can always refer back to the user manual. Next, I want to talk about the visualizer, which is something that you can view after you load a file. And when you first connect to the machine, it's actually going to auto home for you once you press OK or close this window. If you go under File, you can load a file, any G-code file that you want. And this is the particular one I'm going to use today for our example. So you'll notice when I load the file, it gets loaded into the center here. And then you'll have an option under the Tools menu for the visualizer. Now what's pretty cool about this is you can view the different tools. In this particular instance, one tool is yellow, the second tool is in blue, and you can actually go through your program and see exactly how the machine is going to move as it progresses through your file. Next, we're going to talk about this center part here. Another benefit of our code is, say something happens when you're running your program, you need to stop the machine. Let's just say because a tool broke and you need to replace the tool on your machine. Well, you can go back to the last line that was ran, select it, and then you can click Run from Line, and the program will do that. Obviously, I don't want to run the machine through this entire thing, but say you're going through your program and you notice an error when it's loaded. Well, you can just double click on it it'll open the file. You can go to whatever line you need to change, make your change, close out the window, and the program is smart enough to resave that file in its same location and then reload it into the middle container here. And you can see the file path is located up here. That's always displayed, so you know exactly where your file is. Next, we're going to talk about the tool library. So here, one of the benefits of our program and one of the key features is you can set up all of your tools and do everything before you run your program. That way, when you come across a tool change, all you have to do is change out the tool and then press resume. When you're using this, you just need to make sure you enter the correct tool length, the diameter of the tool, and then the offset will be calculated for you. And then the program will know and handle everything for that particular tool in the background. We'll take care of the commands like the G43.1, so you don't need to worry about those anymore. Another feature that's implemented into this that kind of helps you all with debugging is our Debug Mode, which is actually in our settings window. So if you click on settings, and this is another feature I want to point out for those of you in the education business or where you just don't want people to be altering your settings. They are username and password protected. So all you have to do is type in your username and password. And for the first time, it'll actually let you register to whatever you want to set it to. I'm not going to do that today, but all you would do is click here on register and it'll save your username and password for this machine. And then once you do that, you can log into your settings page. And the key thing here is the debug mode, which is what I want to show you all. So you'll just check that and click on refresh so the setting will save. And when we go back to this screen, you'll notice down here you have another little window that appeared. This will actually let you see everything that the machine is sending to this program. So if you click on verbose, you'll see every line of code, and right now this is set at every 0.2 seconds it gets updated. That's just how often we're asking for a position update from the machine. So with this, I also want to point out that in the background of the program, there's two files that are constantly being updated and saved on your computer. One captures all the G-code commands that you send from the software to your machine. The second file records everything that is sent from the machine to your computer. So you can see exactly what's going on. If you ever run into some weird issue, you can't really figure out what's going on, you can always go to those text files and see exactly what you're sending to the machine and what the machine is sending back to you as a response. So I hope you enjoyed our sneak preview of our lead controller today. One last thing I want to leave you all with is we're planning in the future to be able to connect 6 machines and control the progress from those machines with one computer, so you can use 6 machines simultaneously. That's something we're working on for the future. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in our next episode.